Those are all the entries that we're going to make this month. If you'll turn the page, you'll notice that we start with our general ledger. So what we're doing is we're asking you now to record the transactions. Then we want you to total the columns, make sure that they balance for each journal. Once you've prepared all the journals, then post them to the general ledger. Once you've posted the general ledger, you want to total each general ledger accounts. Remember, assets, we increase. Assets, debits increase, credits decrease, right? Except for those contra assets. Liabilities and capital, credits increase, debits decrease, right? So you have to go through that process. Once you total the general ledger accounts, then I want you to prepare the subsidiary ledgers. Page 330 contains the beginning balances for Stewarts Bakery. The total of those three customers' accounts adds up to $6,312. Where should we see that $6,312? Yeah, the beginning balance in accounts receivable. Okay, so we're going to enter the beginning balance in each of these three pages, or each of these three accounts down below. On page number 331, just show the reference number as BB, beginning balance, okay? And so you'll have one for Big C Market. The name of the account will be Big C Market. And then the second subsidiary ledger card would be Phil's Catering. And the third one would be Boy Scouts of America, okay? And we'll show the beginning balances that you have there. And then we're going to need to go back to the journals and record the additional purchases, or the different sales, the different sales by these customers. And we'll find that we've got some new customers this month. So we're going to need to create some additional cards for those customers and add their sales into them as well. We also had payments from Sally's Cafe and I think Big C Market. And so we'll need to credit those payments. So any activity in the general ledger to account 220 needs to also be broken out by customer into the subsidiary ledger. So any sales made on account need to be added to the appropriate card in the subsidiary ledger. Any payments on account need to be credited to the appropriate card in the subsidiary ledger. Do you see that? Okay. Now if you'll turn to page number 334, you'll see the beginning balance for Stewarts Bakery. And below that will be the individual cards. So we have three payables, three vendors that we owe money to at the end of December. And so we're going to set them up as beginning balances. And then any additional payables we would add to it. Now there won't be any. We didn't have any additional payables, but if we did, we would add them to the subsidiary ledger. But we do have payments. We are going to reduce. We actually paid off some of those people. And then finally on page 336 and 337, 338 are the payroll subsidiary ledgers. So each employee will have their own card, and we will record their particular paychecks in here so that we can keep track of each employee and how much we paid them and withheld from their paycheck. Now, all the employees will have two paychecks for January except for one, and that was that guy that got the bonus. And there will be three for him, so his account will have three paychecks on it. Okay? Now that, once you've done the subsidiary ledger, then the next thing is to prepare the financial statements. So we're going to flip back then to page number 328 and 329. And we're not going to do a trial balance here. We wanted to show you a trial balance to see how it worked. But we're just going to go directly into the balance sheet and income statement. The account names haven't been put in here yet. Okay, sorry about that. So load the account names in there first and then put the amounts to the right of it. The balances from the accounts. Okay, now which one do we need to do first? The income statement first, and then the balance sheet.
With the information provided, make all journal entries into the cash receipts and sales journal, the cash disbursements and purchase journal, the payroll journal, and the general journal. Then add the columns in each journal and make sure the debit side equals the credit side. Next, post the column totals to the proper general ledger account. After posting, figure the current balance for each general ledger account. Then, using the journals, complete the accounts receivable, accounts payable, and the payroll subsidiary ledgers. Finally, with the balances from the general ledger, prepare the income statement first and then the balance sheet. If you need help at any time for Stewart's Bakery, the answers are in the appendix on pages 8.19 through 8.43. This concludes Session 3, Practical Application in the Food Service Industry.